up, everyone? This is Cowboy B from Wet Jet Performance. We are going to do the carbon fiber ram air vents, famous by Wet Jet Performance, because when you don't want to be one of those guys with the seat off to get numbers, this is what you do to do it the right way and make it look like it was made to be here. So what you got to do is go in here, undo all your screws, and we undid some of them already, and you're going to just back out all the other ones. Go all the way around, get it done, lift off the top, and then we're gonna start cutting. So let's get to it. All right, we got this all the way off, but before you remove the deck to get in and start cutting, what you wanna use is your guide. There's these little notches on your back deck. The third one is the one that you wanna line everything up with. You can do it with the fourth one too, but I always use this one as my guide to go here. And here's your template that you're gonna use. Doesn't matter which way you flip it. And there's your cut line on the inside. So you take some scissors and cut out your templates, and then we're gonna line it up with the line. We're gonna use the measuring tape to make sure that we have the same height at the highest point down from the center arc right here. So you use this as your measuring point. Once you line this up with the front, make 2 marks, and then you're gonna measure this to make sure that you have the same amount of equal space here. And I'll show you after I measure. It's roughly about 2.5 inches to put it right here in the middle where it bows and it looks complete. Some people try to put them down low, but in the middle is the optimal point where you want it to go. So let's go ahead and get that part done. All right, now we got our point. Just taping the first one. Our first one is to get our alignment. We want it dead in the middle. So you can make your cuts. Blue painter's tape works good. Peels up real nice and easy. Holds it in place. You don't need a ton of tape. Just want to tape it on real good at the top and the bottom. And just use a couple pieces of tape to hold it in place to get it lined up. Once you get it all lined up, you're good to go. Because you're not cutting back here. The cut line is in the front. The one that's closest to the inside, this is going to hold here. And what we do with the measuring tape is this right here is the top of your template. So use this as your measuring point. So we're here on the very third one, coming right down. We line that up. I know exactly where it's supposed to go. And you're going to take this, put it to the edge of the template. I can feel it. And it is approximately 2.5 inches to the top, just below 2.5 inches, about 2 3/8. So that's what the same thing you want to do on the other side, using the third mark here as your front point, then 2 3/8 from the template to the top of the curve. That's how you line everything up. So it'll be perfect on both sides. So remember, 2 3/8, right at 2.5, depending on where you put it. But if you should come up with 2 3/8 from the template, from where the paper template is to here. And here's your third line. If you look at my finger, it hits it right on the front. So if you want to, you can half between the third and the fourth, put it right here in the middle, but at least right here on the third, because back here where you get your vent, it blows air right back to where our intakes go. And that's what you wanted to hit. That's what's gonna give you that extra power and get you going. So I'm not gonna show you me taping the other side. We're gonna go ahead and cut this side and then get everything done, and we'll fast forward to the end, because everything we do on this side, you just repeat over there and you're all done. So we're gonna make this video fast instead of trying to do it like real time and have you watching something for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, when it only takes a little bit to do it. So our boy B is gonna make it easy for you, and we're gonna get to cutting right now. All right, we got the other side taped up, just showing you just because, and we measured it all out and it's good to go, and we're about to start cutting. But what you won't see, I have a helper on the back side with a vacuum cleaner, a shop vac while I'm cutting to minimize the dust, so we won't have to do so much rinsing off and cleaning the engine bay out. So I want you to see this. So remember, vacuum cleaner if you can, or it's gonna be dust everywhere. So vacuum cleaner back here, cut on the outside, take your time cutting, don't force the bit, just draw real easy and cut right on the line. You'll have enough edge to put here, We'll silicone everything down, silicone from the backside, and we're good to go. So let's start cutting it. Voila, we got a hole. All right, we got everything cut. And here's the vent. Voila, we're good. So we'll move all the tape, get it down. It's pliable so it moves back because these are made for the ST3 hull. And these are gonna look so awesome when they're finished. And you look there, it's a straight shot past the BOV, blowing a cool air right in there onto the intake. Can't beat that. It's actually better than riding with the seat off, and you're gonna feel safe and you don't have to be one of those guys. So let's go ahead and finish this up, cut the other side, and get it all locked in, and we'll show you the next steps. All right, we got our hole on the other side. We're good to go. Everything's measured up. We're gonna go ahead and put the vent in here and silicone it down, and we'll be finished. But keep in mind, this is for safety. This is good. It looks great. When you cut a hole, don't use that cheap $99 vent. You're cutting a hole in the $20,000 ski. You put something quality back. Our vents are made in Taiwan from a factory that makes carbon fiber for McLarens, BMWs, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and I mean the high-end stuff. So it's really great stuff. Everybody's loved it so far. And if you look at the reviews on any of the seadoo groups, they tell you that it really gets you to 3 or 4 miles per hour that you're looking for, and your seat is on and you're safe. And if you're a wave jumper, this probably isn't for you. You can jump wake regular, you can do anything you want because we wind tunnel tested and we had a stream of air that shows it wraps around here and it comes into the footwell and it rides straight up this and out the back. That's the airflow when we had the smoke stream going, and when we run it with the vents, it goes right in here. So the faster you go, the more air pushes in here. That's why we call it ram air, just like a jet. So this is the best you can get. It comes with the caps, and if you use the cheap vents, you can't use our Bluetooth electronic valves. So if you want to open and close on the fly, you just hit the remote. That'll be out next spring, and they'll just open and close the valves. That's something that we're doing, and our size of our vents are not the size of the cheap ones on purpose because this is a copycat industry. So when you get ours, they're gonna fit right on there and they're gonna work like magic. When you hit the button, you can close them, then you can go wave jumping. Then you can open them when you're gonna haul ass or show out. They have a little bit of extra power, especially on the cool days. So just wanted to tell you all those features before we put it together and let you know why Wet Jet Performance is ahead of the pack when it comes to stuff like this. We wanted to look like it belongs here and function like it belongs here. And the Bluetooth doors are awesome and the vents are awesome. So let's go ahead and get them in here. All right, now we're ready for the fun part. So we got everything lined up. As you see, we got ample room. And you want to get it in there in the middle. So it's easy to make it go flush. And you want to do one side at a time. So what I like to do is find my point, go all the way to the bottom. I move up some, like halfway. And halfway is where you go to line everything up. And you get your drill bit. I am using a 7/64 bit to go with the rivet. So I find my alignment point, which is right in the middle. Okay, you make sure everything's lined up good. After we go with this 764 bit, we're going to step up to the next one, which is the 1/8. So we do this so we don't spider the carbon fiber. We make sure it goes to the back, to the hole. Once I feel it's in the hole, we'll go ahead and drill. We have that, and we check our rivet, make sure it's going to fit. And it does. So our rivet will fit in there. So remember, start out with your 764 and then go to 1/8 and then go down, do the same thing at the bottom. So what I like to do to check the alignment, I leave the rivet in the hole as if it was in there, and then I just drill again. Ready? To the 1/8. Grab a rivet, make sure it goes in there, and it does. So we're good to go. We'll pop these two first, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do the bottom one now. Bingo. It's on there, hella flush. And then we go to the back and we're going to silicone everything on there. Looks awesome, wet jet performance. Let's go to the other side. Go in there, you silicone the edges so you can seal off the water, and then you're good to go. All right, gang, this is what you do. When you get on this side, put you some silicone on here. You're gonna put it from the inside too, but we're gonna go ahead and do it here so we can get in the really, really tight spots. Okay. And once you got it all lined up where you need it to be, line it all up right. We're all lined up. All right, we got everything popped on here. It's all looking good. You can pop a third one here if you want to. I don't. I just go back and make sure we fill the little gaps. we glue with silicone, push this down, then tape them up, let them stay there overnight. They'll be sealed up. But it looks awesome. You can see it's direct ram air to the air intake. Ours is put there right where you need it. The titanium goes back a little bit further, so it hits real good right by the exhaust. So he's ready to rock. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, and this is how you install everything. It looks perfect. And you go back and get you a touch-up pin, because we normally have black rivets. You just put the black rivets in and you're gone. Go with some touch-up paint, black out your silver rivets, coat them. They're aluminum, so they're not gonna rust, but you wanna coat them anyway. So coat them with a black touch-up pen with paint, get them all done, and you're good. So there's been another great product from Wetjet Performance and another great DIY to show you guys how to do this stuff yourself. And if you're uncomfortable, take it to a shop, because you can't put material back. And if you mess it up, don't have the right tools, you're gonna be in trouble. So this has been Cowboy B. Peace.